Hello, I'm Jeff Byers, and hello to all aspiring modelers. And this is Annie 150, and I will be your instructor for this course. So welcome to this course, and kind of take you through what my expectations are from you guys and what to expect through my assignments, my lesson, and I'll kind of take you through my lectures and lessons, and hopefully keep this around 5 to 7 minutes. So each time that you guys open up a new module, you will want to watch this introduction video. This will help you navigate through the coursework and understand what I'm expecting from you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So you'll go onto JCCC and log into your Canvas. That will take you into the home page. I'm not exactly sure what you guys see, but I usually have announcements, so just kind of take you through this. So the home page just kind of lets you know what the recent announcements are, and then I've got a picture, a cool image of some game art from Unreal. And I've got announcements. So this is the first announcement I have. So make sure you read that. Read announcements. I would check your announcements, I would say probably twice a day, just to make sure there's nothing new, morning or afternoon and then night or whatever. But you are required to view announcements every day. So, and read your student email accounts and Canvas email accounts. So there's different email accounts you're going to have. One's Canvas, that's this, and then there's going to be your student email account. Now hopefully you have those accounts connected, or they connect automatically. I don't know. I had to connect mine myself through IT. I'm not sure what you guys have to go through as students. So all right, so let's go through it. So basically, here's the announcement. Make sure you read it. I'm not going to read the whole entire thing, just kind of introducing myself. And then so you've got assignments, and I've got everything set up in assignments. I do not use the modules, I use assignments. So just go to assignments to see what your assignments will be. And when you're in student view, you see something else. I've got this little button that allows me to see student view. I'm not exactly sure. This is probably what you're going to see when you first enter it. So please turn show by type on like that. So it kind of shows you each module and each week what we're going to be doing. And of course, it's per week. So each module runs normally it opens on Saturday and ends on Friday. But we have a short week, and I have that, that thought process in place, so I didn't give you a lot to do. So we'll take you through that. So you've got 3 module assignments, okay? The module 1 assignment is the larger assignment that will take you probably 3 or 4 days to complete, depending on the complexity and your skill level. But that's worth 40 points. That's worth a lot of points, okay? The discussion post is worth 10. They build up, though, so if we have 7 discussions, that's 70 points. Okay, so you can see that can hurt your grade a little bit. And quizzes are worth 10 points as well. I don't see why it doesn't show it here, but I'll double check that. But the quizzes are worth 10 points. Okay, now this quiz, the first quiz, won't open up until Wednesday. That's probably why it doesn't show the points. But it's not going to open up until Wednesday. Okay, discussion post is really important that you go into and you reply. Okay, so if I click on the discussion post, that won't show because it's not open yet. But if I go to let me get out of the student view. That's why it's not letting me. There we go. There we go. So if you go into the discussion post, what you need to do is I've got an important notice here, discussion post expectations. You guys can read that yourself. I usually don't have that on every one of them except on the bottom. So I put this at the top so you understand what I'm expecting from you, so you don't make any mistakes or think this is an open forum. Okay, this is a discussion post and you're graded on it, so you have to act professionally and only answer my questions and not get into any rants or any other personal issues that you may have. So unless I ask for those, which I won't, please don't discuss that type of stuff. Okay, and you can read that. So discussion posts are due every Tuesday. So this is, like I said, it's a short week. We start Monday, and this doesn't even open until 9 o'clock. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and reply to my post. Okay, so all I have to do is read it, understand it, and then reply to it. Okay, that's all you have to do is reply to my post. Okay, once you reply, make sure that you understand that how I grade you is really, really important. You have to respond in no less than 3 complete sentences. Okay, so it's not yes or no, and boy, that looks good, and boy, I sure like how that looks, and explain why you think it looks good or why you feel that way, because it just giving me a 1-sentence answer is kind of lacking in thought process. So make sure that you guys think about your posts. They mean something, and people want to know a little bit more. And this one is just really easy. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, and your hobbies, what you like, what you enjoy. If you want to share an image of your favorite trailer or movie or whatever, that's fine. Feel free to do that, and that's fine. That's what I'm asking for. Again, be careful how deep you go. I don't need a whole, I don't need 5 or 6 paragraphs worth of stuff. Keep it short and sweet, at least 3 sentences or a little bit longer, okay? So have a great day as far as today goes, and I know it seems a little overwhelming until you get used to stuff, but I have my modules are very organized, okay? So let's go back. Once you do the discussions, then you're going to go back to the assignment, and we're going to start the modeling basics. And I talk about myself just a little bit, tell you what I've done, and then I don't do that anymore, and then I just read this stuff very carefully. Their introduction video is going to be here, and each week I do that. It has a huge impact, so please watch it. Weekly schedule, we'll just go through that real quick. Everything starts on this week is short, so it starts on Monday. Usually everything starts on Saturday. But just remember, everything, the module assignments, discussion, and quizzes are due at the end of the week on Friday. Okay? And if you do not turn things in on time, there are late fees attached. So for module assignments, it's 4 points per day, starting the minute 11:59, like 12 o'clock at night. So keep that in mind. Okay, now I do prorate it, so make sure that you don't go past a certain point. So 0.25, it's 1 point, 0.50 as far as time goes is 2 points, 0.75 is 3 points, and of course a whole day is 4 points off. Okay. All right. So this is an online class, so there's no meetings. We don't meet in the classroom. Everything is taught online through my videos, my lectures, and any other information I give you. And I have some advice for success. Check that out. You're required to check your student email account, Canvas announcements every day for current information from instructor of this course. And let's say you cannot get My up and running, or your computer just died, or your internet went out. We have a dedicated lab for you guys to use, so that's really important. And it's RC335. Okay, You just need to make sure you bring a flash drive or an external hard drive so you can save your work. Other than that, they have all the, and it's the basic, the RC, I've got it circled here. You can see that's circled there. Okay. If you don't know where JCCC is, go ahead and Google it, and then you can find your way to that. There's a parking, there's parking on the side, and there's parking underneath the actual building. So you should have no problem during the summer to try to find parking. Anyway, you go into the building, you go up to the 3rd floor, look for RC 335. You just have to have your student ID number and check in. That's it. And you can use this facility anytime you want. So if there's an emergency and your internet went out, then get there as fast as you can, get your stuff uploaded, and of course, email me if you have any questions about anything. And of course, I always have to use this disclaimer, I think at the very top, that I am not a software installation specialist. I'm a software specialist once I can open up Maya. That's what I've been trained for. Of course, a lot of the stuff I've learned myself, over the years of, 20 years of teaching or so, even longer than that. So I've learned the software inside and out, so I can help you guys, but I can't help you install it or diagnose any of your software or hardware installation issues you have at home. So there's always technical support. Okay, I've got it here for you guys, tech support. So if you do run into issues with Canvas, then go ahead and make sure you contact them. Okay. All right. With that said, then we're going to go on to required software. You should have everything installed already. I sent you guys some messages already, some emails already on how to get that going. Adobe Substance 3D Painter should be free, but I buy the full version or the version that they have because it comes with free textures every month, so it's really nice. But you can get it for free, but you don't get the textures or the models or anything like that. Adobe Creative Cloud, I don't expect you guys to buy that at all. You can use something like GIMP or something like that, but I will let you know every class that you're going to take in animation, everybody uses Photoshop, and the industry uses Photoshop. So it's, if you can bite the bullet now, just go ahead and get it. And you have to look up Adobe Photoshop, like education, student, and you can get it for a lot cheaper. So you can get it for like $19.99. Otherwise, people are like paying $79 a month for that. So you guys get quite a bit of a break. Okay, so I talk about 30-day trials. I really need you to have the 1-year license, so you have to kind of go through, going through and getting qualified for that. You have to have like your enrollment and all that stuff, I think, to show that you are in the class. And then, of course, if you're stuck, you can either use the RC335 at JCC, or you can get the 30-day download. Okay, while you're waiting. So if you're waiting to get stuff loaded, you don't email me and go, well, Mr. Byers, I just forgot to download everything. Now I'm kind of stuck. And I'm like, no, you're not stuck. Go to, get up to RC 335 and work on your stuff up there until you get this all squared away. Because we have all the software in that lab. Okay, so check that out. Overview, you guys can read all that. Objectives, basically they're just learning the MyUI and learning how to manipulate primitives, move around in the viewports, understanding how the hotkeys. That's your main focus for this week, okay? And your assignment is to build me a low poly castle. Following my tutorials. So that's going to be very simple. We're keeping it very simple. Watch the videos, practice. Get really familiar with moving around, you know, holding the Alt key and the left mouse button and using the right mouse button with the Shift key and all that stuff, and the QWERTY tools or the QWERTY keys, and understanding what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 keyboard shortcuts are. Understanding all that stuff is really important. So you just got to play in Maya for hours and hours and hours before you start feeling comfortable. Watching these videos once is probably not going to be enough for you guys to become competent in moving around in Maya. So you have to practice. All right, the big stuff comes in lesson content. Of course, these are just informational videos on what is Autodesk. Kind of tells you some of the cool stuff Autodesk Maya does, and then Substance Painter, which is absolutely amazing. We have to go slow in Substance Painter. It's pretty deep stuff. So just watch it. It's really cool what you can do with it. Of course, your models won't look good until you have textures on them, right? So that makes a huge difference. All right, so lesson content, basic information here as far as how to move things around, you know, intro videos. It's really important that you watch these intro videos. I know some of you may already know this stuff, but watch it anyway, just so you get an understanding for it. Watch these videos. These are very important. If a video does not work or you're having an issue with it, please let me know immediately. Another thing you need to understand with my videos is that if you click on it, okay, and if you go to YouTube, it's better to watch it there. So click on YouTube, and then you just kind of have to go through this stuff here, commercials, and then the first thing I want you to do is, I'm going to pause that a minute, and go into settings. So sometimes the video comes in looking kind of blurry. I recorded each one of these at HD. So what you want to do is you want to click on settings, go to quality, and go and click on, because it's going to do auto, whatever your computer can do 1080p HD. Okay, now, and then it will show up crystal clear, because I did record these at 1080. If you have any other issues, let me know. There's other settings in here like playback speed. You can, some of you really love to slow these down, and some of you like to speed them up, whichever you are comfortable with. But you have to understand, when you're playing a video or when I'm showing you something, there's a pause button. So when you're trying to follow me, watch me a little bit what I'm doing, and then pause it, and then watch a little bit more, then replicate what I'm doing, and then pause it, right? And tap it again. That's what you're going to have to do when you watch my videos, okay? All right. So keep that in mind as you're watching videos. You can change the HD quality and get it looking really clear, because I did record everything in HD, okay? 1080. All right. So, so watch my videos. What is a polygon? That's really important for you to understand the basics of geometry. What makes up a polygon? What are the components of a polygon? And then UI tutorials, very important. And I want you to probably watch this 6 or 7, maybe even 10 times before you do anything else, because you really need to understand where things are at, how to move around. And then basic skills on how to move objects, right? So don't just skip down to starting to model a castle because you didn't take the time, or you waited until Wednesday to get everything, to start everything. That's another thing we need to talk seriously about. You will not make it through this course if you wait until Wednesday to start your assignments. That just won't work, okay? So when it opens on Saturday, I would expect that you're opening your stuff on Saturday and working on it in case you run into issues. Because emailing me at the last moment on Friday telling me, oh, you know, my internet went out, and oh my goodness, and you know, this happened and this happened. And I understand stuff happens, but I also understand that waiting until the last minute is on you and not on me. So start your projects and your assignments right on Saturday when it opens up. If you're working on Saturday and Sunday, that's fine to open it up on Monday. Don't wait until Wednesday or Thursday or even Friday to start these projects. You'll never get them done on time, okay? And you'll always be behind if you do that, okay? And during the summer is a great time to take classes because you don't have 4 or 5 classes you have to take during the semester. So this is great if you're just taking this class by itself. Okay, so you can do a lot of stuff. Okay, so then I take you through, after all those introduction videos, I take you through the My User Interface. Again, kind of showing you where everything is. Okay, that's really important that you guys get to understand that. And if you click on one of these things, menu and menu sets, it should take you to, unless they changed it, to that page on Autodesk. There you go. And this helps you, and this kind of gets you right into the nitty-gritty of exactly what things are. Okay? All right. So everything's on there. Helpful hints. I've got some great helpful hints on here, so please read those. And then, of course, my favorite is one key shortcuts on. So if you hear me saying something, hit the 1 key or the Q key, you can see what it is. Okay? And all the ones that are highlighted here are keys that have already been set. Okay? All right. Cool. And then I take you through lesson lecture on Game Art Production Pipeline, and then Game Art Workflow. And please read everything underneath. It kind of takes you through exactly what I'm talking about. I elaborate on what these roles are. And then the course assignment, which is going to be recreating this castle. So that's going to be fun. Of course, we won't be texturing this. Now, I will have the texturing after we get moving with texturing. You get to understand texturing. Then you can take your castle that you created on your first module and turn it in for extra credit at the very end of the semester. So in 7 weeks, you'll know how to texture stuff, so you can bring this in, get it textured, and then get extra credit for it, and that'll be worth 10 points. So we won't be texturing right now because it's too much for you guys to understand while you're trying to learn Maya. Okay, so we're just going to basically do an assignment that helps you create shapes, do basic modeling, like really low basic modeling, and then move up from there, and basically, moving things around. So that's the whole idea. Okay? All right, so when you're finished with everything, I go through, you have to, here's a file that you need to download, so look for anything highlighted. Just go through every single line of text that you see. And I'm sorry, for some reason the videos are doubled. Just click on the first one, just click on this, and it'll take you through to the video. I don't understand what Canvas is doing here. It's nuts. But anyway, save your work, and that's it. So and then if there's a video for turning in, sometimes I have them and sometimes I don't. But if there's a video at the very end, so everything kind of goes in sequence. So you learn from one and then continue on all the way down until you get your grading rubrics, and this is how I grade you, what I expect you to turn in. And right now I don't have anything for turn-in instructions, but I will by Wednesday. Okay? All right, so I'm sure you're going to keep busy. And usually if you start on Saturday, you should have all your stuff done and uploaded by Wednesday. Okay? All right. Have a great week, and I hope to get to know each and every one of you guys. Don't hesitate to email me if you have issues or questions. And if you watch the videos all the way through, take notes, you're going to probably just breeze through all this stuff, okay? And do very, very well. If there's something you don't understand or you have a question about turning something in, please don't hesitate to email me. I'm usually, when I'm teaching during the summer, I am usually at my desk and just working on grading or working on modeling and texturing on my personal stuff. So during the summer, and working on my courses and all that stuff. So there's a lot of stuff I'm doing, but I'm behind my computer most of the day from 9 to I would say 9 to 11, and then from 1 to 4, um, I'm behind my computer doing stuff. But email me. I usually email you back within an hour or two at the most. And after 5, though, it gets a little sketchy because I have family time. I spend time with my family and friends and all that. So, just be aware of that it may take longer. It may take until the next day if you email me after 5. Okay? So anyway, I hope you guys have a great time with this course. I spent a lot of time putting it together. So let me know how you're doing, and give me a heads up if you're running into any issues. And the best thing to do is if you do run into an issue with Maya, send me a screenshot, or better yet, create a little video for me and send it to me. Make sure it's under 2 megabytes, just keep it really short. But screenshots are great, and try to explain it in the best way you can on the issues that you're having. I know you're learning Maya and you don't know all the technical words for maybe what you're trying to say, but do the best you can. Anyway, this is a piece of artwork that I've been working on for the last month and a half or so with modeling. I haven't got into texturing yet, so it's a work in progress. So it's called Desert Warrior. Let me know what you think about that. And we'll see you soon, and everything starts, and you guys don't wait to start working. All right, I'll talk to you later, and have a great day.